Is it a sin to kiss someone? The first question is, whom did you kiss? Whom did you kiss? Let's just say someone kissed a child, a holy kiss. It's not sin. But as long as you kiss had an evil mind in it, it had a lustful mind in it, it had a sexual feeling in it, it's a sin because it is about to become pregnant. And when it gets pregnant, it becomes a real sin. When it becomes a sin, it will bring death. There is this one. People say that when you give a pregnant woman antibiotic, that she will abort. This one, there is no point here. Surely. These assumptions. These are what is. But you are giving a pregnant woman medicine as a who? Are you a doctor? Are you a nurse? Self-medication is not allowed. Medication can only be prescribed and given by a medical practitioner. And in this case, if you don't know, since you don't know which medicine should not be given to a pregnant woman, don't give any medicine. Refer the sick person to the professional what is? How about if one feels like she has had enough children, then decides to use natural methods of family planning like cutting off the fallopian tubes? Is it a sin? Is it a sin? Because, attention, why did you cut the fallopian tubes? Were you created with the cut fallopian tubes? For information, what must be important is the will of God, not our will. What is important must be the will of God, not your will. I don't want to teach you. First of all, cutting the fallopian tube is not a natural family planning method. This is artificial because you are cutting. Is it God cutting? No. You are the one cutting, which means that's artificial. What is? It's not natural. When those of you who get married, we have a program for married couples. We teach them about family, natural family. But not for you, because I assure you, you will test those things. Surely. You might end up going to say, let me check where it works. And it doesn't work for you, and you will say, the man said. Let me summarize this. If you met a boy and you admire him from the way, is it adultery? Here, admiring a person is not a sin because you are appreciating the work of God. But the moment you go beyond admiring, and especially when you admire the person lustfully, that's what the Bible says. Lustfully, I assure you, you have committed adultery with the person because you admire lust. But you say, this is a wonderful man. He has good beard. That's enough. That's all. But the guy is smart. Is that bad? Can it be a sin? But the moment you begin to say, I wish if he could do, then the point will be there, not so. And I will be showing that there's a point where, because the purpose of us, by the way, if you have eyes can do very many things. But don't allow your eyes to lead you into sin. Saying something is good, is nice, it's not bad. You are beautiful. Is it bad to say like that? But when I go beyond interpreting your beauty sinfully, then automatically it becomes a sin. Because it has become a lustful soul. That's why when we are confessing, we say what? I confess unto that
in my thoughts and in my words.
In my what?
Thoughts and in my words.
Which means we even sin through our souls. If the admiration becomes a lustful soul, it becomes a sinful soul. Therefore, it must not be a sinful soul. But it's not sinful to say something is nice, it's beautiful, it's handsome, has no problem. But the moment it becomes a lustful soul, it becomes a sin. What if I'm just in love with a boy, but I don't come into contact with him? Or maybe having sexual intercourse or romance with him. Is it a sin? Is it a sin? Hello? I want to give you the secret in this letter. The secret here is, I only got the last part of it. The person says, the person says, but I don't come into contact with him, or maybe having sexual intercourse. Which means you're already counting sexual intercourse, you're already counting romance in it. Which means this is, your relationship has this in the back of the mind. Am I wrong? No. Because that's, at the back of your mind, there are these things full in it. Because you feel that love without romance or sexual intercourse is not love. That's why you're saying but. And assure you. When you continue, there was a story. This girl, the mother gave her instructions and said, my daughter, because she's talking about romance, the mother said, my daughter, don't allow boys to touch your breasts or your private. When they want to touch your breast, you say, don't. Don't. When they want to touch your breast, you say what? Don't. Say what? Now, when they want to touch the private part, you say, stop. Now, what happened here is now, hello, what happened is that the boy came, touched the breast with one hand, and one hand touched where? And the girl is saying, don't stop. Don't. You want to Now, the point which is here is that the girl now gave a wrong instruction. And, hello? Okay. As we go on, I encourage you to be going for the sacrament of reconciliation. Go there. I'm told that there is space now. There is no congestion there. Please go. Because this is a very important point in your life, that we get cleansed from all these minds that we have today. I want to explain, and my brother Aquarius also explained this. Now the point here is, what I'm trying to derive is, in most cases it begins with a touch. Begins with what? And when a touch goes into a double touch, you begin seeing people as if they are double, they are two, and even you begin standing as if you are standing with your toes, with your what? And you begin looking for where you are going to do what? Because the person has been touching you. By the way, hello, let's just be serious. By the way, that's why the word body touches came. Because when you give someone room to be touching you, some reactions begin taking place in our. From nowhere, by the time you realize, then you say, by the way, I even didn't want it. But already the transaction has taken what? Has taken place. And something will come. Surely. And at the end of it all, you find yourself in problems. Already, you have made your body not to be holy. You have made your body not to be what? Holy. And yet your Father says, be holy, for I am holy. That is God telling you that. Therefore, do not allow people to play with your body. And the moment someone begins touching you, especially a person of opposite sex, there is an evil mind already connected. The time you will be cooked, from which saucepan you will be cooked from, even from which table you will not know. You will find already you have been eaten, not even cooked. Because your mind you begin seeing people as if they are smiling at you. By the way, me, I don't like it. I tell you, even I'm telling you, you are continuing. And then you'll be living somewhere. I'm assure you. And the point will be there. That's so? Yes. So avoid people, avoid sexual temptation. Avoid a temptation that will lead you to sin. Are we together? Yes. In fact, run away from any temptation that will lead you to sin. Run where? Away. Otherwise, you will realize when we are in Getom, heading to Katakwi. Because you will not be very far from Kachumbala Town Council, which is very dangerous. People do say being barren does not allow one to join sisterhood. How do you know that you are barren? How do you know? When you pray to do what? Hello? I think let's stop joking and become more serious. You can't say that I am barren, but then you begin testing your barrenness, which means there is now a different mind, and you're not called to